Good morning, guys. It is currently almost 11 o'clock. I just got home a few minutes ago from taking my NCLEX. My exam time started at like 8, and I think I got done probably like 10 o'clock or so, and I ended up with 75 questions, and I don't know how to feel. I'm just like nervous. I really hope that I passed. I took it with two of my friends and they both ended up with 75. They started a little bit before me because I was like a few minutes late getting there, and there ended up being like people in between them two and myself. We had snow last night, and this is like really like our first big kind of snow, even though it was only like a couple inches. But this morning, and I only live 20 minutes away from the testing center, so this morning I gave myself some extra time. I couldn't get the car door open because like it was sealed shut with ice. I had to like call my husband out to help me. When I was driving to the testing center, like just by my house, like there's the entrance to the highway, and there was an accident, so I couldn't get on there. I had to take like the whole other way around. And so I ended up getting there like a few minutes after like the 30-minute time, because they ask you to be there 30 minutes ahead of time. So anyway, my friend started before me, and so I was waiting on a few other people to get checked in, and then I went in to start. And so, yeah, I don't know. It was so hard. It was so hard. And I am just really hoping that I passed. I honestly don't know what to do with myself right now. I can't, like, I have to wait till Friday. So today's Wednesday, January 8th. I probably should have said that at the beginning. And I can find out like my unofficial results on Friday. So I don't know. I just don't know what to do with myself right now. I'm just really gonna have to distract myself these next couple of days. But yeah, I'm really hoping that I passed. I hope like everything went well. My glasses are still kind of dark. I got these glasses from Zenny probably a few weeks ago now, and I didn't realize they were the ones, like they're the ones that turn dark when you go outside. I thought it was just getting like the blue light, but apparently like UV protection is included with the blue light, so it's kind of annoying. Every time I go outside they like get super dark and it takes a while for it to go back. But last night, as we were getting Eliana ready to go to bed, I got a phone call. And let me just preface this by saying I have applied to so many positions between here and Colorado. None of the positions out here in Maryland have gotten back to me. And I've been applying for like labor and delivery and peds positions, which typically like a lot of them want you to have like experience either as like a tech or your practicum rotation on one of those floors, but I didn't. My practicum rotation was in med-surg telemetry, so I've gotten denied from like a lot out here and a lot in Colorado. The only position that I have like been offered thus far is float pool, and it's in Colorado. And I mean, like at that point, that's I mean, even now that's the only position that's offered me a job, and I'm not like, my heart is not in it. I just feel like the whole reason that I got into nursing school was because of when I had my daughter. Like the labor and delivery nurses who helped me through labor and delivery and postpartum were just amazing, and I just really wanted to be that for you know, other women. So going back to the phone call I got last night, I know this is like a long story, but it was so out of the blue. It was unexpected. And so when we were getting ready to put Eliana to bed, I was getting a phone call from a Colorado number, which never happens. And I was like, oh, do I want to answer it? Like, I always contemplate letting things go to voicemail. It's so bad. So I answered. And this lady's like, you know, hey, I'm looking for Marissa. And I'm like, you know, yes, this is she. And she's like, I got your contact information from this recruiter who I've been emailing about the float pool position and stuff. And she's like, you know, she said that I should really get in contact with you, and that you might be offered a position elsewhere, so I should really, you know, talk with you. And she says that you seem like a really nice person. And I was just like, wait, what's going on right now? And so she referred me to this woman, and turns out she's the manager at the birth center at this one hospital. And so my mind is just like racing, because I had written this recruiter for the residency program saying, you know, I wanted some more time to think about the float pool position. You know, I really had my heart set on maternity and all this stuff. And so she had written me back saying that the manager for float pool was willing to wait a week or so, but she also mentioned that they had this pathways program, so after the 2 years, you know, you can transition into another specialty. And so that was kind of the last that I heard from her. You know, I told her I appreciate like all that she was doing to help me and all the information she was giving me. And then next thing I know, like, I get this phone call, and this was at like, I think 7:30 o'clock our time. You know, she asked me because she said she wanted to kind of pick my brain and kind of see what I was thinking. So like I said, I don't know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, I don't know exactly like what that means, but she's like, okay, go ahead and, you know, put your baby to bed. And we set up a time, so we're gonna talk tomorrow evening. So I'll update you guys Friday. I'm also gonna do like a live NCLEX exam like result review or whatever with you guys. So yeah, I am just gonna go try and relax and distract myself, and I will catch up with you guys Friday. I'm not sure if it'll be Friday morning or afternoon. I don't know if it's like 48 hours from the time you start or just the time you end. Like, I don't know. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, so it is now Friday morning. I see that my quick results for the NCLEX are now ready to purchase. So I am on my phone. I just got a text from my friend, and she just passed as well. She literally just checked. I think she just logged on. My friends and I have literally been stalking the website for our results to see if like maybe they were like put in early or whatever. And yeah, so bear with me 1 minute while I put in my information. Okay, let's see if it's loading. Okay, now it says submit order. Okay, I'm not gonna look yet. So just a quick thing. So it's $7.95 to see your quick results. I forget if I mentioned this, but I did mention that I got 75 questions. I was talking to my husband about the whole thing over again last night because I was just like reliving the moment. I got out of that test and I literally just had no idea. I feel like I took the D-Lab, which for those of you who are not familiar with like the military or whatever, the D-Lab is like a language. It's like a test to see how likely you are to be successful at learning a language, and it's pretty much a made-up language. I mean, you can't study for it at all. Obviously the NCLEX you can study for, but like you come out of that test like, what the heck just happened? Like, what was that? And so that's kind of how I felt coming out of the NCLEX. I was like, what the heck just happened? It was so hard. I only used Kaplan to prepare for it, and I got just a lot of medications that I had never heard of. I'd gotten quite a few things that I had never heard of, but just keep in mind that everybody's test is different. You know, it's a computer adaptive test, so it goes based on how you answer each question, so no two people are going to get the same test. But yeah, so I came out of there just like, what just happened? I felt like there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know on there again. But so I was just kind of reliving that with my husband, and I mentioned to him that I think I was on like question 70 or something, and I looked up at my time, because your time starts once you start the tutorial. there's like a tutorial that like shows you how to use the resources, like the calculator and like the if you get a sound clip, I don't know, let's say you get a, I don't know, a heartbeat or something. I don't know what they have. I didn't get any sound clips on my exam though, but they want to make sure that you know how to use like the headphones and, like I said, the calculator, and if there's like a question that has exhibits, like a chart or something, they want to make sure that you know how to use those before you start your test. So your time starts when you start that tutorial. And we were told that there were 15 questions within like the first 75 that are like trial questions for future NCLEX, and we were told they were just kind of sprinkled throughout the 75. You're not going to know which ones they are, but turns out the trial questions come at the very end of the test, and it's completely optional if you want to do it or not. So I saw that my time at 70 questions, I was already at like 4 hours and 20 minutes or 4 hours and 23 minutes left. So I was like, I just spent an hour and 40 minutes to do 70 questions. Let me just like kind of say that when I did my Kaplan predictor exam, that was 150 questions in 180 minutes, so 3 hours we had to do it. I think I did mine in like an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes for the 150 questions. So I used that same amount of time to do half the amount of questions. I was just like, I was so tired because I didn't sleep the night before. Because I don't know, I just couldn't sleep. I had a headache when I woke up because I didn't sleep well. So when I was in the test, I felt myself getting tired and like I started to get a headache, so I would just stop and I would just close my eyes and I would take deep breaths and I'd be like, okay, calm down, just read every question carefully. I would read each question like 2 and 3 times. I'd like think through like the process in my mind of like what the question was asking. And so like I said, by the time I looked, I was like, I just spent all that time on 70 something questions. Like if I end up going over 75 or if I get all the questions, like I'm not gonna have enough time. Like if I want to take breaks or, you know, whatever. So I was like, okay, I need to pick it up a little bit. So I got to 75 questions and I just kind of closed my eyes. I hit next and the screen kind of went away, and then the like trial questions popped up, and I was like, I started freaking out a little bit. Like I could feel like my heart start beating faster, and I was like, oh my goodness, what just happened? Like I just freaking out. And so I was like, should I even do the trial questions? I don't know. So I just like stayed there and I did them. I had no idea what the heck they were asking. They were like different format and just kind of hard, but I was freaking out. So anyway, I just want to say that now that I literally took forever. So I'm logging back into my phone. The payment was declined. Invalid security code. Oh shoot, I don't know my security code. Okay, give me 1 second. Once I type in my information, I will get back on here. It wasn't the security code I got wrong, it was my expiration date. And yes, I am still in my PJs. I dropped Ileana off at school this morning, and I've just been waiting around. I forget if I said it's 9:30 right now. Okay, so I am just at the submit order screen, so I'm going to hit submit order. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, an email confirmation has been sent. Unofficial results pass! Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I cannot believe this. Can you guys, unofficial results pass? Guys, I am official. I am officially a registered nurse. I mean, I know it says unofficial, but I passed. So I can't believe it. This is just like an amazing week. I know I told you guys Wednesday after my NCLEX that I got a call Tuesday night from the nurse manager at this birth center in Colorado, completely unexpected, out of the blue. Turns out it was an interview yesterday and I wasn't quite expecting it. So when she started asking the questions, I was just like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Like, she said I did like good, but I don't know. The nurse manager said that she is going on vacation this like whole next week, so I won't hear back from her until the 20th. So fingers crossed, like good thoughts that I get the position. I can't believe it. I am just completely still shocked. Like, is this real life? Oh my gosh. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, for following along. If any of you are going through the same process, like, you can absolutely do it. My thoughts are with you. Yeah, just good luck to all of you who are still in nursing school, all of you who are preparing to take the NCLEX, starting your first jobs, whatever the case may be, whatever you're going through, good luck to you. I know that we can all achieve whatever goals we set out for ourselves. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you have not already. And I will be seeing you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.